Hey guys, welcome back. Just the other day, we asked you all if you could send some of your favorite questions that you want answered to us, and a lot of you have, and that was wonderful. We've gone through them, and we've chosen just a big bundle of them that we're going to answer for you today. So, without further ado, let's jump into this.
What do we have?
I'm going to answer Nan Peters 1. What is the best place to start and end a trip in Southeast Asia? She will be traveling as a solo female, low budget, 1 to 2 months.
I appreciate how specific you were.
That helps. First thing that comes to mind for free is the circuit that generally everyone kind of seems to start doing if they have several months. Thailand is one of the easiest ones to go to because you're gonna find even the locals all speak a good deal of English. Thailand is probably a little bit cheaper. However, if the low budget's really a thing, I would maybe look into like Cambodia or Vietnam or something. Solo female. No country in particular is specifically more dangerous. It's really areas within. And if you're in the touristy hotspots, you're pretty safe. Met a lot of people who are solo travelers, male and female. Bangkok is like the hub of Southeast Asia. That's where people go.
My first trip I did by myself was Thailand. People go there for a reason. It's amazing. It's diverse. You can do a whole bunch of things and you are destined to meet people. Don't plan too much ahead and let the trip kind of unveil itself and see if you meet a group and then you end up going to a different country based on the people that you meet down there.
I support that. Yeah. However, I would have like a general backup plan. So if you get there and things just don't seem to be going your way, you haven't really met a lot of people, or you haven't connected with anybody, have a backup plan, have something.
Bangkok. I graduate high school next year. How should I plan for travel and what are some good ways to do it with almost zero money? I don't know if you have a job, but you should probably start saving if you have enough time in your studies. Plan ahead. Whatever you can do after school, I think is a great way to just save up money for the trip because that's really the only thing that holds most people back.
Start taking cautions to save money or spend less every time you're going to. Stop buying lunch out. Don't go out for dinner. Do all of these things. All these little 1% add up and you start saving money big time. You could honestly get in the comments right now and ask us about country X because you saw a video and it looks cool. What do we know? What are our thoughts on that? There are so many things that you can do to prep. Next, maybe even find friends that could go with you or that would be interested in going with. It's a game changer by having a solid crew with you as you go.
Whose birthday is it? It's this guy's birthday!
So it is March 24th when this video comes out. March 24th, 2020. We want to see a video of you enjoying yourself in whatever country you want to be in.
I graduate high school next year.
Oh.
So that would be next summer. So you got time, Jonah. Come on, we did the math. Jonah. Get a job.
Actually get a job.
Get a gerb.
All right. What do you do if you lose a passport? Travel insurance needed? ? How get it? ?
Okay.
If you lose your passport, I think you need to go contact your consulate or local, what's the word I'm looking for?
Embassy.
There you go. Contact the embassy.
We've never actually lost a passport, so we haven't gone through this procedure. We can't tell you with first-hand experience. If we had more experience, I'd be happy to divulge that information for you, but realistically what he said, contact your embassy.
I always get travel insurance. I use my credit card, covers me when I go traveling. Highly recommend you getting it if you're going to a foreign country because if the unfortunate happens and the unplanned, you can either be hurt and spending a lot of money and that just sucks if it adds insult to your injury.
Now I have to ask you, what do you do to keep your passport safe?
Yeah, we just covered this in the last video. And
Watch our last video.
How do I travel best while taking care of the environment?
That's a good
important question. There's a lot of people when it comes to early stages of travel throw environmental care out the window. When we started traveling, some things were not as frowned upon as they are now in a lot of different senses. So the fact that you're looking into being more environmentally conscious right now is a fabulous thing. Have good practices and not only do them, but teach others. That is one of the most important things is your influence on others.
Be aware that when you go places, they don't necessarily have the same systems that you're used to back home. So it's not what they do, it's what you do that really matters. So instead of buying endless water bottles when you're out in a warm climate, bring a water bottle and refill it.
Try not to be so wasteful when you go out,
Yeah.
That is a big thing. Don't use plastic.
I almost make it as a game, being like, how little plastic can I use in a day? Because I really feel that like if we all took those steps, everybody would make a huge difference around the world.
Another thing I would add is maybe try and look out for group activities where they take part in, cleaning a beach.
Cleanup
That's
or
a
something.
good one.
Yeah, when we were in Bali, the guys did that. A get together of travelers that were intentionally coming together to pick up trash off the beach. Movements like that, going to them probably will inspire others to do the same, because if you see a dirty beach, it just hurts you.
It's actually, and they were great. Like, it's a great way to meet people. You just exercise, essentially. You're in the sun on the beach, walking around, picking up trash. It sparks great conversation.
You're
by the
seen
end,
by other people doing good deeds, and that sort of has an impact.
Pick up the trash.
Roland Fernandez rule. With what cheap camera equipment could you start making travel videos?
That's a very good question, and the geeky guy of the group will, I guess, start off with that.
why are you the geeky one?
Because I got glasses.
Okay. Just checking.
The cheapest camera is basically whatever you have on you. If you have your phone, start filming with that.
Literally, a lot of our friends in the biz, other creatives, have been doing vlog videos on just these, and I couldn't tell the difference.
But if you're talking about a real camera, I would say like one of those point and shoots would be ideal to start with. We used to have a point and shoot vlog camera.
G7X.
I loved it.
G7X.
Canon G7X Power Shot. It's
Yeah.
really good for vlogging, to hold out and have face you. It's got the screen that flips up so you can see your own self while you're selfie.
This one is a little bit more expensive, but it isn't as expensive as like a Sony A7S or a 5D Mark IV. The Sony RX10 Mark IV. Versatile, very light, gets you some pretty cinematic shots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you also gotta have the eye.
Yes. Yeah, you gotta have the eye, but like if you're trying to, look at a mountain and see what's up there, you can just easily zoom in. Looking at the peak.
It's true. Great camera.
Tell me.
Oh, damn it, John. Can you shout out my YouTube? It's... No. Don't ask.
Oh, this one comes from a YouTube user called My Visual Diary. I really like this question. Doesn't filming your adventures distract you from really enjoying the moment?
Good question.
One word answer, yes, it does, but it's got its benefits as well as its cons.
That is something that I personally struggle with, and I know the rest of the gang does, is actually taking days to experience the country and not just standing behind a camera trying to capture the shot.
If you want to look back on the memories that you have and you don't have, the pictures or the visuals to, kind of remind you of those moments, that's sad too. Memories fade pretty easily. And looking at a photo or a video just brings back not just the memory, but just so many things associated with that memory. Be sensitive to the moment. And here's the thing, if sometimes if some of us don't feel like really participating, this is too much for me, like he'll do that often. He'll be very angry and want to do his own
I'm a
thing.
pain in the ass.
I want to just touch on the Great American Road Trip that we did a couple of years back. We were doing daily vlogs. Josh is with us editing till 4 a.m. every single day. We were busy, and there were times when we didn't even really have much going on, but we had to film and make a video. No lie, that was the best trip of my entire life. Were we still having an amazing, incredible experience? Yeah, we were. Was it a lot of work and super annoying that we had to film and be on camera and stuff every single day? Yes, it was, but at the end of the day, I'll never forget that road trip, and I don't think I'll ever top it. I really don't.
That was a good trip. You're right. It was a good trip.
It was a good trip.
Yeah.
This is from M Grosso 74. Best age to travel.
I'm gonna throw a number out there somewhere in the range of 21 to 23.
Ooh.
25 has its perks in terms of like renting cars in certain places and stuff. However, in terms of career and having that time of your life before you're kind of locked into a career, at least for most people, would be before 25, and also kind of on the older side of like 19, 20, 21, because it doesn't care who you are, you're a little bit less mature at 19 than you're gonna be at 22, 23.
I don't think there's a best age for travel. Obviously, if you're too young, you can't experience it and it could be dangerous. So let's just say you're above the age of 18.
Call yourself an adult.
Yeah, call yourself an adult. I love the traveling that I did when I was younger. However, I feel like right now I'm getting more out of my trips. I'm more culturally aware. I'm definitely more mature, like Parker said. Not me personally,
I didn't
but
say you.
Other people may be mature.
Let's take experience out of the question though. Let's say you've never traveled.
No.
What age to do your first couple of travels,
Oh yeah, then definitely young 20s for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. From CVS Christian, This question is, have you ever packed too light? How did you figure things out from there? I am a habitual overpacker, which I think is even worse because that means you're just lugging a big ass bag around. It's just awkward, and then you don't touch like, a third of your clothes, which really happens to me all the time. You can always buy stuff. If you're watching this and packing for a trip right now, throw 30% of your clothes out. You don't need that shirt, that blouse, or that 20 pairs of underwear that I usually bring along on my trip. 20 pairs is a lot.
Generally, I will start with socks. If I'm there for 10 days, I'll take like 7 pairs of socks. Maybe 9 pairs of underwear, because realistically, I don't wear a new pair every day, always.
Do you do the, underwear trick of like front, back, inside out, front? Do you do that?
No, that weirds me out. I don't like that.
Mine are designed to hold certain accoutrements.
This question by Sonia_Natalie. I find it so hard to sleep on planes. Any tips/tricks? I need to always have a eye patch thingy.
Sleep mask?
A sleep mask. It's happened to me twice now where I had a red eye and the person next to me was watching something on their screen at 100% brightness. I don't know why, but those 2 times I wish I had something to cover my eyes.
I will have a toque. No matter where I'm going, doesn't matter. I have a toque with me, preferably kind of a longer one that you can just pull down over your eyes. It's a little bit of padding everywhere, so it acts as a little layer of pillow.
Before any flight, I try to get adjusted to the time zone that I'm going to prior to taking the flight. That way, I usually starve myself for sleep before I get on the plane. It just makes it easier for me to pass out. On the other end of the flight, I'm already pretty much dialed into the time zone of the country that I'm visiting.
One more, actually. Music is a good thing to have, but for me, I don't sleep very well when I'm listening to music. I have started listening to binaural beats. Think of it first as just like a spiritual meditation track,
yes.
But it's got 2 different frequencies. One going, call it 36 hertz in your left ear, and another one, call it 40 hertz in your right ear. The difference between those 2 sets of hertzes is 4. The difference between these 2 vibration-y wobbles is going to help you induce a sleep and even can help induce better dreaming, lucid dreaming, whatever. Give them a try. If nothing else, it's just meditation music.
I like listening to 138 BPM trance.
Okay, next question is from Parker's mom.
Hi, Mom.
Parker, did you change your underwear today?
Change your underwear? All right, so we got Linda_Melicharova. What do you think about traveling across Morocco on motorbikes? I think that's a fabulous idea. I've done one trip where I rode motorcycles across an entire country, and it is one of my most memorable trips in my entire life. That's Vietnam with Riker, Russia, and Max Gatfield. I haven't been to Africa yet. Don't know what Morocco's all about. I want to go there. If you've never ridden a motorcycle before, you really should put some time into some safe procedures in driving it. Motorcycles can be dangerous. Wear your helmets. Probably going to be the best experience of your life, and I highly recommend it.
I didn't know Morocco was in Africa. Sorry.
Whoa! Wow. My folks actually recently went there. Judging from photos, it's long highways and great stretches of road. The infrastructure is pretty good. Send us a picture and tag us in it. We'd love to see you on your trip. I hope it goes well.
Shout out to Morocco.
Where is it?
Yeah, where is it?
Africa.
This one's from Riley JS89. Can you guys travel to space? It's not the question of it's when we do it. Elon Musk is going to join High on Life. We were going to announce this next month.
It's going to be amazing. Like, just imagine how many backflips Parker's going to be doing in 0 gravity. It's going to be awesome. Okay, ready?
Okay, Davalin KP. This is a good buddy of ours. He's a super fan and we love him. Can I take a drone in my handbag? Is there any law in which it is illegal to carry a drone on a flight? Great question. First of all, I think it really depends on the country you are carrying said drone in. Certain places like Africa, like Morocco, you can't bring a drone in whatsoever, so don't even try.
No drones in Morocco?
No drones in Morocco. Second of all, I would do your little research into which airline you're flying with, because they probably have very specific laws on drones. On most flights, we have been able to bring drones on, even in carry-on. The batteries must be separate from the drone itself, so you're not going to get tempted to take off mid-flight.
Your batteries cannot be in checked luggage. No batteries at all. You can't bring laptop batteries, camera batteries, batteries.
I think that's
I'm sure you've all heard batteries exploding on planes. Seems to happen more than it should. We have taken many drones in our carry-on. As long as it's okay in the country and it's okay with your airline, you are allowed, you can have it in your carry-on.
Yeah. This one's from Asher Smith 01. Are cruises a good option for travel? You can get more bang for your buck if you take that cruise money, that expensive cruise trip that you're going on, and go do something else. You can get, if you want to do traveling, go spend that money on a cheaper flight and a better destination, and you can see more places, be there longer than 6 hours a day.
Cruise ships are amazing. They have all you can eat food all day, every day, great, and all the chocolate milk you could ever ask for.
Yes.
I love cruises. I love them. But it's not a very good way to travel because, like Justice said,
It's a hotel on a boat.
and all the chocolate milk you could ever ask for. MA_T_H. Just kidding, I know who this is. This is my friend Matt. He says, Parker, you're saying that I shouldn't use my passport to get into bars? That is what I'm saying. I don't know why you don't travel with your driver's license on you instead. It is much less valuable than your passport. It's not a big deal if you lose it, and it's not hard to get a new one. Passport, on the other hand, big difference. I also know how you like to drink. It's not a good idea to have something like a passport on you when you get like that, Matt.
That's a good point. He's done. I got nothing to say to that.
That's it.
Good.
Bam.
This was a lot of fun, guys. Really had a good time connecting with you and reading your travel questions. A lot of them are really good. It gets us to think about our future trips and stuff we've done in the past. So leave us more comments below in the YouTube section here, and we'll answer them. And I'd love to make this a series.
This is version 1
Yeah.
of our Q&A.
Yeah.
You know, we wouldn't even be making this video if it weren't for people like you.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. Thank you for asking great questions. Thank you for listening. We hope if you were just listening, you learned something. And if you got featured, props to you for asking good questions.
We are also active on Instagram, and that's where a lot of our call to action was coming from in terms of send us your questions. So make sure you're following High on Life on Instagram as well so that you can catch that next time we're doing one of these so that you can get your name featured in this video. Bless up. Thank you guys.
Bless up.
Good night.
Thank you for your questions. We asked you a bunch of questions on Instagram and YouTube to ask us questions about YouTube. Oh, God.
You're not going to Hollywood. Sorry.
And we're out
Sorry.
of light.
Sorry.
Paid the hydro bill, apparently.
Too late. Next. Too late.